6 cents out of a nickel thought of the day. It's been a while since I've done an episode on financial well-being, so I thought I'd talk today about the some of the money mistakes that keep people poor. First one I want to talk about is probably one of the biggest. It's a matter of convenience, whereas people will buy things just simply because it's close at hand or it's easier than the other alternatives. Somebody's taking some energy or effort out of a situation, that's going to come with an added value or a premium. And if you don't have a whole lot of money to work with, then and you're paying that premium, you're actually giving away a good chunk of your resources that you could use for something else. One example that I can use right off the top of my head is pre-packaged or pre-made foods, things you just basically heat and serve. It becomes incredibly expensive. It can really add up very quickly. Or they'll buy something at a particular store, like they'll go grocery shopping at one store, for example, and not go to another store because they think it takes too much time, or it's too much gas, or whatever the case may be. Even though oftentimes the other store that they'd have to go to is actually on their way home, or a very short detour, especially in a city like London. There's not really very much space between stores, and the gas you'd use is actually pretty minimal. Another barrier that keeps people poor is they can't do math. I know a lot of people just don't have an aptitude for it. I happen to have an aptitude for math, and I was very fortunate in that regard. But nowadays, you can go to Google and you can ask Google just about anything, and it will help you out. But I mean, you just pull out your phone. If you're not very good at math, your phone is your greatest resource. Google knows math, even if you don't. I'll never be able to understand the champagne tastes on a beer budget. It seems like people that are the poorest have the most grandiose ideas of the way their lives should go and what they should be living and the type of car they should be driving, the type of house they should have, and the things they should be doing. That's the fastest way to get to stay poor, to get poor and stay poor. I have a saying that I heard from a good friend of mine, and this friend of mine's a multimillionaire, and you wouldn't know it. I mean, he dressed in those plaid lumberjack jackets and an old pair of blue jeans, and he had suspenders. He was really kind of old school that way. And he looked at me straight up and he said, "You know, poor people stay poor because they try to act rich. Rich people are rich because they act poor." I've never forgot it, and it certainly makes a lot of sense in the long run. And that kind of explains primarily why you want to live in a more frugal lifestyle in the first place. Well, you know, why you'd want to not try to act rich or try to act richer than your neighbor. When things like this happen with, you know, inflation or whatnot, you can sit back and you can hedge against it. I mean, it turns an emergency into a slight inconvenience. The other thing is fads and gimmicks. It seems nowadays there's every snake oil salesman trying to say that, you know, crystals will solve all your ails, copper bracelets, supplements, diets, protein shakes, magic potions, and creams to make your skin look younger. They're just gimmicks, and they're gimmicks designed to separate your money from you. Listen, if you're going to fall for every fad and gimmick, money chasing these fads, chasing these gimmicks, and you're just not going to get anywhere. I realize these financial episodes are kind of dry, and you know, they maybe tell you all kinds of things that you don't want to hear, and they might be a little unpopular, but I'm only trying to help, use my experience to help your situation, and hopefully you can get some benefit from it. I really want you to benefit. I really want you to improve your life. I really want to help you alleviate some of your worry and concern in life, and that comes from building good habits, and that's all I'm trying to convey to you. That's all I have for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, subscribe, and ring that bell for more content. Thank you very much. Until next time.